Welcome dear viewers to the BlockPulse channel. In this video, Invorium's CMO Mark Ferrer will explain the platform's ecosystem, investment strategies, and the opportunities within the P2B partner network. You'll learn how income is generated and how to build and grow your own team inside Invorium.
Okay, let's start. Hello everyone, I am Mark Ferrer, the Chief Marketing Officer here at Invorium. And more importantly, I'm here as your friend. Some of you might already know me, and I hope by the end of today, many more of you will feel like a friends too. I'm really excited to share with you how our financial platform works for both individual investors and trading or arbitrage firms, and to give you an inside look at our P2B partner model. Plus, I will walk you through our key products like our deposit and lending protocols. Therefore, after this meeting, you will have the opportunity to ask any questions and understand whether this direction suits you personally. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive in together. Let's start talking in more detail about the opportunities that the Invorium ecosystem offers today, and about how each of you can build your own strategy here for working with capital and development. Because Invorium is not only an investment model, there is also a partner ecosystem operating here and a full CeFi infrastructure that connects investors and businesses inside one financial environment. What is CeFi? Before we go deeper, it's important to understand the foundation on which the platform is built. In simple words, CeFi is a place where traditional finance meets the cryptocurrencies in a controlled and secure environment. It combines the reliability of classical financial systems with the speed and the stretch of blockchain technology. So the CeFi platform provides several key advantages. For example, professional asset custody, structured risk management, compliance with regulatory requirements, and the operational transparency. This, of course, creates a more structured financial environment compared to the chaotic nature of many decentralized markets. If we compare the three systems, the traditional finance provides regulation and security, but lacks in flexibility. So DeFi provides speed and transparency, but often lacks with risk management and stability. So CeFi combines the strongest aspect of both worlds, structured financial control, together with the flexibility of blockchain technologies. Invorium is built on CeFi as its technological and operational foundation. This allows the platform to provide secure deposit protocols, structured lending, continuous risk monitoring, transparent profit distribution. So, in other words, the platform connects investors and business partners through a stable financial infrastructure, and this operates globally. Now, it's important to understand one key element of the platform: the subscription. The Invorium subscription is a mandatory requirement for investing on the platform and opening deposit contracts. Without an active subscription, a user cannot allocate capital or create new deposit contracts. So the subscription is issued for a term of 12 months, and it costs $49.99 per year. The subscription is not just access to service. This ensures that users receive a secure and efficient environment. The funds from the subscription go to several key processes, for example, maintenance of the personal account and back office infrastructure, the allocation and management of client wallets, professional support and assistance, and the continuous development and improvement of the platform. In other words, It is an investment in the stability and security for the entire system. The platform works both for private investors and for trading companies. So, private investors, they gain the access to CeFi deposit with transparent returns and the full monitoring of their investment. Trading and arbitrage companies receive operational financing to run their trading strategies in the financial markets. So this creates a balanced ecosystem where capital and professional trading strategies work together. Now, let's talk about the investment side of the platform. At the moment, Invorium offers 5 deposit protocols that differ in the placement period of funds, the level of profitability, and the minimum entry amount. This was not done by chance because all people have different goals, experience, and planning horizons. Some people are just beginning to explore investment, some others already have experience, and some are looking for a long-term strategies. Therefore, the system is designed so that everyone can choose the most comfortable format. If we make a simple life analogy, for example, it's similar to gym. When a person comes to exercise, they have different training programs. Some start with a light program, others immediately take a more serious load, and some work according to a long-term preparation plan. And in exactly the same way here, everyone chooses their own level. The first protocol is Calen Nano. This is the basic level designed for 6 months. The average profitability is from 4 to 6% per month, and the minimum entry amount starts with $100. This package is often chosen by people who are just getting acquainted with the system and they want to start with a small amount in order to test the model and see how everything works from the inside. It's similar to when you visit a restaurant for the first time, you try a small dish to understand whether you like the cuisine. Next protocol is Light. It's designed for 9 months with profitability of 5 to 7% per month. The minimum participation amount starts from $250. This option is usually chosen by people who already understand the model acquired and want slightly higher returns while keeping a relatively short investment horizon. Next comes the Vision Protocol. Its operating period is 12 months with an average profitability of 6 to 8% per month. The minimum amount entry is $500. This package can be considered the golden middle between investment duration and profitability. Next level, Master. It is designed for 18 months with profitability of 7 to 9% per month. The minimum investment starts from $1,000, and this protocol is designed for participants who already understand the long-term strategies and they want to work with capital on a more serious level. And the last protocol is Legacy. It is designed for 24 months with profitability of 5 to 7% per month. The key feature here is the profit capitalization. This means that the profit is automatically added to the main capital, increasing the investment volume and the final potential result. It works like a snowball rolling down a hill, growing larger as it moves. The minimum entry amount is $2,500. It's also important to note one more point. The profit accrual happens daily. This allows participants to transparently track the dynamics of how their funds are working inside the system. Thus, each person can choose the strategy that best corresponds to their goals, start with small packets, test the system, or immediately go and choose a longer-term option. Another important part of the ecosystem in Invorium is the lending mechanism. The platform provides companies with credit protocols secured by collateral. These funds are used by verified trading and arbitrage companies to operate in financial markets. After completing the trading cycle, the companies return the capital together with interest. So the model is quite simple. Investors contribute capital, trading and arbitrage companies use this capital in their operations and they generate the profit. Invorium acts as the infrastructure that connects both sides inside one CeFi ecosystem. Well, now let's talk about another very important part of our ecosystem, because Invorium is not only about investments. There is also a partner ecosystem called P2B partner network, and this is where a very interesting opportunity begins. Today, there are two ways to earn money. The first is when you work every day and you receive a payment for your time. The second is when you build a system that continues generating income even when you are not actively working. For example, if a person opens a store, at first they invest time and effort, but over time the business begins to work by itself. Employees appears, processes appear, a system appears. And then the owner begins to receive income not only for their own labor, but from the work of the entire system. This is exactly the principle behind the P2B partner network. Let's look at how companies used it to develop before. Traditionally, companies spent huge budgets on advertising, banners, television, internet marketing, promotion. But this model has a serious disadvantage. Advertising brings a cold audience. Most people don't understand anything. Maybe they try it, but they often leave. Therefore, today more and more modern companies are switching to completely different model, the model of the partnered ecosystems. This is when people come not through advertising, but through recommendations from those who already use the product. Imagine a simple life example. When you need to choose a good restaurant, what do? Do you look at advertisement and reviews on internet, or do you ask to your friends? Most people choose the second option, of course, because a recommendation creates trust. And it's exactly on this principle that the P2B partner network inside Invorium ecosystem is built. So the company directs its resources not to advertising, but to the product development, ecosystem expansion, and rewarding partners who help the community grow. As a result, not just traffic appears, but a community interested in long-term development. And personally, for me, this is one of the key points. Because here we are not talking about one-time profit or quick results. We are talking about building a structure and systematic income. So, the system doesn't depend on the team size, doesn't require mandatory sales. The system rewards any activity inside the network and allows income on small or large scale. So you can participate whether you want. Maybe you want to invite only a few people, or maybe you can build a large international network. Think of it like you are building your own small business inside a larger platform. A partner receives income not only from personal recommendations, but also from the activity of the entire team. For example, first-line partners generate up to 20% from each subscription. And this income is received every time the subscription is paid. This becomes your base income. The more people you invite, the larger this base income becomes. Each new partner can invite others, build their own team, and strengthen the network. So, the structure can grow organically and continuously. The opportunity is not just joining a team, it is building your own direction within the ecosystem. But the most interesting part begins further. Because instead of learning only from people you invited, you also earn from their teams. When the team grows, the partner begins to participate in the income of the entire structure up to 5 levels deep. Each new active participant strengthens the total turnover of the team. And together, the partner's income grow as well, because you earn a percentage of the activity at each level. And maybe you ask why it matters. Well, even if someone is not directly connected to you, their activity still contributes to your income. So the income comes from the whole structure, not only from your personal work. When people in your network use the platform, their activity generates turnover. From that turnover, you receive a percentage as income. Even if the activity happens several levels below you, you still earn a percentage. Think of it like you invite someone invite others, and this other invite more people. And the system pays you every time a percentage of the activity happen in that structure. Some of you asked me what turnover means. Well, it's the total amount of money your entire network generates. For example, subscriptions, investments, platform activity. If the people in your network together generate $100,000, that is your team turnover. When you reach higher ranks, you get a higher percentage, a larger possible turnover, and a stronger position in the ecosystem. There is an important idea here. Income grows because the system expands, not because you personally work more. So each time you reach a new rank, you receive a one-time bonus. This reward recognizes your achievement, it motivates further growth, and encourages building a stronger team. These are milestone rewards. The bonuses are not only money, they also represent recognition of leadership, the confirmation of your influence, and motivation for your team. Another important idea, friends, this model shifts income from active work to system income. And here is important to understand one key thing. This is not a model where you must constantly sell or control every person. Here, the principle of a build structure works. You build a system once, and then it begins to develop further together with the team. That is why income gradually moves from an active format to a systemic one. Inside the system, there are also rank growth, additional bonuses, rewards for team development, and increasing profitability as the structure grows. The stronger the team becomes, the stronger the final result for each partner. As the team's monthly volume increases, the partner qualifies for extra percentage rewards on top of their regular commissions. This system encourages a partner to develop active and productive networks, since higher team actively leads to greater overall income. In short, the larger the team's monthly turnover, the higher the additional bonuses percentage the partner can receive. And if you ask me, for me personally, I like the philosophy of this model. Because you're not required to work more, you learn to work strategically by building a structure inside a large international ecosystem. Here, you are not simply recommending a product, you are creating your own network within an international team. In other words, if someone wants to build something long-term, scalable, and systematic, then this model is really worth attention. Before we close, I just want to sincerely thank all of you for being here today. Your time, your attention, and your interest truly mean a lot to me. I hope this session gave you a clear understanding of what we're building at Invorium and the opportunities our platform creates for both individual investors and the trading partners. For those who already know me, thank you for your continued trust. And for those I have met today for the first time, I hope this is just the beginning of our journey together. Thank you again, and now I will be reading your comments and answering your questions. Oscar. Mark, could you explain in more detail what the means maximum limits are for the deposit protocols? Oscar, we don't set maximum limits on the amount of investment. This is because this direction applies to the investment instruments of the CeFi ecosystem, where the main emphasis is placed on flexibility and freedom of choice, the strategy for each participant. The philosophy of the ecosystem is not restrict the investor with limits, but rather to give the opportunity to build their own investment strategy depending on your goals, planning horizon, and your capital size. In addition, it is important to understand that the cryptocurrency market has a very high liquidity and volume. Daily turnover on cryptocurrency exchanges amounts to tens and hundreds of billions of dollars. Because of these, operations related to trading, arbitrage, and other trading strategies are not limited by small amounts of capital. And that is why the company can effectively operate and delegate significant amounts of funds to the market without encountering limitations in transaction volumes. This allows scaling trading strategies and managing large capital. Some people choose shorter protocols because it's important for them to work with liquidity faster and have the ability to manage capital more flexible. Others, in the contrary, focus on long-term strategies and they prefer to place funds for a longer periods. Therefore, a participant can distribute capital in the way that is most convenient for them. For example, if an investor has $100,000 of investment capital, they can place the entire amount in one chosen protocol, or maybe distribute the funds between several protocols for diversification, or gradually increase the investment volume as their strategy develops. Thus, the system allows each participant to manage their capital flexibly without limiting their ability to scale investment within the ecosystem. And it's exactly this flexibility that makes the model convenient, both for beginners, investors, and for people with larger capital or long-term financial goals. Hannah asks, why is capitalization only in the 24-month protocol and it is possible to withdraw profit every week in this protocol, like in the other protocols? Well, Hannah, capitalization is implemented specifically in the 24-month protocol, not by accident. This is related to the very logic of how compound interest and long-term investment strategy works. When the profit is regularly withdrawn, it stops participating in the further formation of returns. Capitalization, on the contrary, assumes that the accrued profit is automatically added to the main capital and continues work together with it. Simply, money begins to generate income not only on its own, but also through the profit that has already earned it before. That is why this mechanism works more effectively over a longer period of time, and that is exactly why it's implemented in the longer term protocol. Imagine, for example, a beginner business person who opened a small shop. He can take all the profit for himself every month. In that case, the business will operate roughly at the same level. But if he reinvests part of the profit, buys more goods, for example, improves the premises, expands the assortment, Over the time, the shops begin to earn more because the profit begins to strengthen the business itself. This is the principle of capitalization. This is exactly how capitalization works. Profit remains inside the system and it helps increase the overall result. As for profit withdrawal, in the 24-month legacy protocol, profit is not withdrawn weekly like in the other protocols. It continues to participate in the strategy and increases the overall investment volume. This is done so that the investor can receive the maximum effect of compound interest over time. At the same time, the other protocols remain more flexible. They provide regular profit withdrawals, which is suitable for people who want to receive income on a regular basis. Thus, the system offers two different approaches to investing: a more flexible format with regular profit withdrawals, and a longer term strategy with capitalization and an enhanced capital growth effect. And each participant can choose the option that best corresponds to their financial strategy and the investment goals. Fred, I wanted to clarify, is the 20% bonuses paid only from my partner's first line or from subsequent ones too? Well, Fred, all your partners who are in the first line of your structure purchase a subscription, and the 20% of that amount of their subscription is automatically credited to your account. If one of your partners in the first level buys a subscription for $50, 10 is immediately credited to your account. If there are several such partners, your income is summed up. 3 partners with a $50 subscription will bring you $30 in one payment cycle. Each subscription of your first line partners immediately turns into income for you. Simple, clear, and motivating for growth. Leonard. Hello, Mark. How are you? I'm fine. Thanks. How are you, Leonard? I have a question for you. The table indicates that if my financial turnover reaches $1,500,000, I can become an ambassador. What are the conditions for an ambassador? Well, Leonard, as for the conditions for an ambassador, their format is specially designed individually and agreed upon with the company's marketing department. This allows them to take into account your experience, achievements, and your potential within the teams as much as possible. Unfortunately, I cannot name all the exact details of those conditions right now, since they are formed on a personal basis. However, I can say you with confidence that they will be interesting, beneficial, and aimed at the long-term development of your status and income. Becoming an ambassador is not only recognition of your results, but also a great opportunity to receive additional bonuses, expand your opportunities within the company, and participate in strategic projects at new levels. These status open the door to unique privileges and prospects that go beyond the standard reward systems. Kirsten, why does money withdrawal take place only on Monday? Well, this is very often people ask me this. The withdrawal regulation in Invorium, submitting requests on Mondays with processing within up to 72 hours, is a measure aimed at maximizing the protection of assets. A single day for submitting requests allows the company to conduct a thorough verification of all operations carried out during the week. And the 72 hours provide a guarantee of the technical accuracy of each transaction. Thanks to this, our company can control the movement of funds, prevent errors and delays, and in turn you are guaranteed a clear and predictable payment process. In other words, this is not a limitation, but a tool that makes the system more organized, secure, and reliable. John asks, I would like to know how is the monthly bonus that I can receive calculated. Please explain this in more detail. Okay, John, it's simple. At the end of each month, the system records two key indicators: the total volume of your team and your final income for the reporting period. Simple. If your team has generated a financial turnover of $100,000 in a month and your referral profit amounted to approximately $5,000, according to the marketing plan, you receive a monthly bonus of 5% of this amount. In this case, it will be an additional $250 credited to your account. And I consider this a great opportunity because your income grows together with your team. Every contribution is taken into account. The system automatically reflects your progress and achievements. So monthly bonuses make the result transparent and predictable. This creates motivation and build long-term strategies so you can see the real results of going to work. In other words, every step of your team turns into a concrete result. And this allows you to plan, develop, and reach new heights together. Daniela asks, it's not entirely clear to me. What should be the personal turnover to increase rank? 1 second, Daniel. For example, in Invorium, we evaluate your contribution as a leader through the success of your team. It doesn't matter whether you invest $500 or $500,000. Your rank depends exclusively on the total turnover of your structure. Such a model makes the business democratic, opening opportunities for professionals of any levels. You build your career based on your professional management and marketing skills, not on the size of your personal capital. Our system supports a duplication mechanism. The effective actions of one leader can be repeated and scaled by the entire team, allowing everyone to grow together with their people. In this way, Invorium encourages leadership qualities, responsibility, and the ability to inspire a team toward shared success. Your personal investment affects only your personal profit from the protocols you have activated. It's a pleasure. Well, if nobody else wants to ask nothing for today, I really appreciate your time. Oh, Eric. Can I invest and withdraw funds in Bitcoin or Ethereum? Good question, Eric. Yes, this is the answer. You will be able to invest and withdraw in cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. However, there are a few important details about how it works. You choose our supported crypto for deposit. Then your cryptocurrency converts into US dollars according to the actual rate to your account balance. Withdrawals are made to your crypto wallet, and supported coins include Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you can choose which crypto you want to withdraw. By the way, our platform supports deposit and withdrawals in the following cryptocurrencies: Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, USDC, and Tron. Operations in USD and euros are not conducted, only in the digital assets. I hope this has been clarified for you, Eric. If somebody wants to ask something else, it's a pleasure, Eric. Goodbye. My pleasure, seriously. Have a nice day. Goodbye to everyone. I'm really glad to share this time with you. Bye bye, Mal.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. We truly value your feedback. You can find the link to the Invorium website in the video description. We'd also like to wish you a happy Easter in advance, wishing you all the very best happiness and a great mood.